Morning everybody, Jason, Hollis Farms. Rode down to Mississippi. It is wet down there still as expected. So came back here, you know, me and Sissy went on a little road trip and picked up a new project. So let's take a look at it and check it out. All right, so here's the new project ride. After I got rid of the FJ, I got to looking and studying. I'm always wanting to do something, y'all know that. And I've been looking at these things. This is the 2005 Lexus GX470. This is, I'm talking about luxury ride. Lexus. Never thought I'd have a Lexus GX470. V8. Uh-oh, I got somebody. All right, so back on the 470. I got to get used to these numbers and all. Oh, these things have been kind of being built for a while now. I'm kind of almost a little bit late. You could find these things, they say a few years ago, for super cheap, and they're a little bit higher now, but not just too bad. But it's I never think about it, you know. The Infinity is the kind of the top of the line for Nissan products, and then you got Lexus, which is kind of top of the line deal for Toyota. And I got to studying on this thing. This thing is I always loved the Land Cruiser, the old ones and all. Had come them old ones that are in good shape are just getting super high. But anyway, the more I studied on this thing, it's basically a Land Cruiser, and all the functions it has and all, it's just pretty much a Toyota Land Cruiser with a Lexus body on it, I guess is what you want to call it. But I don't know all the ins and outs about them yet. I'm YouTubing and studying and Googling and all that stuff. Of course, y'all know this thing's not gonna stay like this. But just a super comfortable ride. I think on the way home yesterday, I ended up getting close to 20 miles the gallon. I've seen a lot of them putting these things on 35-inch tires. Some doing it, you know, just leaving it stock and putting like an all-terrain tire on it. I'm gonna have to do a little bit with it, but as good as the gas mileage was, I'm not gonna get stupid with it. I know whatever I'll do, I'll probably get her down there 14, 15 always with what I'm gonna do to it. But anyway, this has got the V8 in it, the 4.7. Let's take a look at that real quick. And then we'll get inside here and show you. I mean, it's got, this is kind of a, I guess you might call a base model. We'll look at that here in a minute. But this thing, it's not just immaculate, but for what we're gonna do, it's gonna be perfect. I already know I got to have some new shocks on the hood. That's pretty normal. This is the VVTi 32 valve V8. I think this is the same V8 that came in a lot of the first gen Tundras and all. It's plenty peppy. Actually, this is a 2005 model, if I didn't say that. I did study them far enough. The 05's got like, it's either 20 or 40 horsepower more than the 04. I think they started this thing maybe, I can't remember the first year they made it, but anyway, when it went from 05 to 09, they gained some horsepower. And the thing rides like a Cadillac, I'm telling you. The FJ did too. This is just a little bit different deal than the FJ. This one, I wasn't sure about it. I just crawled on it. It doesn't have the airbag system in it, which is good. I didn't even ask that because most everybody's deleting that anyway. It's got some sort of, I think it's electrical shock leveling deal or whatever. All that's gonna be deleted. I'm gonna probably get pretty serious when we raise this one up and put a good system all the way through and really fix the ride and do this one right, because I might have to keep this unit. I don't know. Of course, y'all know how that goes. But this thing is pretty neat. Let's get in here and let me pull this key out. All right, I mean, y'all see that steering wheel? It goes up, man, it moves. This thing's got just about every option that I would want and more than I would ask for. Of course, it's power. power everything. You can different seat settings, and the more I study on these things are known for their dash is cracking, kind of like a lot of the old Dodges. And you know, that don't really bother me. For it's cracking down here a little bit. That's no big deal. Whoever had it had a cover put on it, which that suits me fine. The main thing that I didn't want, most of these things, or a lot of these things, came with the navigation system in here. Who uses that anymore? I don't. If I'm going somewhere and need some navigation, I get it on my phone. So, but the one thing about it, if it had the navigation, all your climate control stuff was within that navigation deal, the old big screen and all. So I got lucky when I'd been looking. Of course, I'm not as patient as I should be, but I found this one not too far away, and it didn't have the navigation in it. It's got a, how long has it been since you've seen a cassette player? I don't know who left that in there. Merle Haggard. We'll have to listen to a little bit of that. CD player, cassette player, and then your climate control stuff is in a different spot. And boy, this thing will blow you out of here with some cold air. And then it's got your, I was trying to figure out the gas mileage and all. It was up here. I didn't see it till about got home. You reset your gas mileage and the mode and all that stuff. It's got, let's see if I can get in here and show y'all. This was one thing I like too. These people are buying these things. I mean, 300,000 miles is not, well, right when I got home, it was getting 18.8 miles a gallon. Everybody I'm seeing, when they put tires and stuff on them, they get back down to 14, 15. That's pretty normal for what we do. See if I can get in here. This one's got, see if she'll focus. 186,000 miles on it. That's not bad. These people saying they getting 500,000 miles out of these things, as long as you do the water pump and the timing belt and all that on it. But anyway, this one's got that steering wheel. When I first got in it, I was sitting here and I thought, man, my feet and legs are comfortable, steering wheel's away. It's got a button in here where you can move the steering wheel back and forth to you. Little too fancy for us, but let's see where we at. Of course, I guess this is leather. The seats they're not perfect. Little bit of cracking on that one. You know, this thing's 16 years old? Yeah, I mean, it's super shape for the age of it. And they put some seat covers on it. It's got cup holders here, a little deal there. Ain't that fancy? Did y'all see that? Wow, still works. Probably an extra, yep, extra cup holders there. Hold 4 drinks. But the main thing that I'm seeing that everybody like, this thing is full. This first vehicle I ever had, it was full-time four-wheel drive. Boy, what is that? Second start. I don't know what that is. That may have something to do with starting on a hill or something. I got some learning to do. But this thing is full-time four-wheel drive. They say the Land Cruiser parts, most of your 4Runner parts will fit on this thing. Stopped and got some chicken on the way home in just this is, let's see. All right, let me try to explain this right, because this is kind of different for me. But it's full-time four-wheel drive. You leave it in high, and then it's got the option to go to low. But this is the cool thing about it, like the Land Cruiser and all, it's got the locking differential here. So if it gets nasty and rough, hit that button, lock them in, you can do better. And then it's got the, I guess that's this deceleration thing going down hills and all that. I think that's kind of like a Jake brake and stuff. You know, I'm not going to do any rock crawling and all, but we're going to play with it. And then it's got the picture of the shock here, and that's like that leveling deal. You can change your height right here. I played with that a little bit yesterday. I'm not even sure it works, but that's going to come off with what I'm going to be doing anyway. And then it's got the comfort mode, sport mode, and all that, and I am pretty sure that's for the ride deal. But the good thing about this thing is the shifter there for the transfer case. It's even got, I think that's a plug for your cigarette lighter. Been a long time. I don't even know if vehicles come with a ashtray in it, and it's been used before, but it don't smell like smoke. And then how long, the cigarette lighter ain't in there. It's been a long time since I've seen one with a cigarette lighter in there. Got a nice size glove box. got the manual in there. I'm gonna have to read up on some of this stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, it rides down the road good. It's got some of the radio stuff on the steering wheel. You know, 05 is pretty old, but I'm sure Lexus was kind of ahead of a lot of things. Of course, it's got the sunroof there. I don't never need to do that. I just want to make sure it don't leak is the main thing. It's got a dang TV back here. Ain't that something? That's old school TV type, but it's got one. This, like I said, this thing rides down the road super. Got all kind just the, oh, that's the dome light. I mean, adjusting the interior lights, steering wheel in and out, electric mirrors and all, and they work because I adjusted them for me yesterday. Oh yeah, it's got heated seats in it. It's just, this thing's just loaded, and it just, they call it, I've been reading, I think like over in Australia, it's like the 120 Land Cruiser Prado or something, and that's basically what this thing is. This thing will seat, let's see, it'll seat 8 people, 2 up front, 3 right here, and 3 back there. I'll show you what I did back there and probably what I'm gonna do. A little storage right here. Here's the TV deal. I had that thing open a while ago. TV deal. I'm sure that was fancy. I don't know what all this is. I don't know. We probably won't ever use none of that. But the seats back here, all that's in pretty good shape. You know, it's got a little console. I don't know what we're gonna do with this thing. We're gonna get it looking good though. Radio back here. That might probably got something to do with the TV, I'm sure. I'm not sure about that though. A little storage. Dang, this thing got ashtrays in the door. Auto windows. But it's just, it's pretty doggone clean. I mean, pretty clean. This thing, you could turn this dude into, a lot of these people's doing this overland stuff. And I've seen some people taking this out and they're sleeping back here and all. I'm probably not gonna go that far with this right now. Running boards are probably gonna have to come off. Them tires are not gonna stay on there long. Not sure what I want to do with the wheels yet. I got some ideas on that, because I see a lot of people TRD wheels, the Toyota stuff. I got one key. I got to make sure I don't lock myself in there. Got a button up there for the I ain't never had one that did this. Let's see if I can show y'all. Yep, y'all see that? Let's show y'all again if y'all didn't, if I wasn't pointed at it. For the switch for the gas tank. Ain't that cute? This thing here now is decked out. And I like this right here. I already got a receiver hitch on it and a plug. The third row seats, it's got a little deal here that whoop, let me see if I can get my hands on it. Probably help if I do that. Well, I did this a while ago. What's the deal? Am I not doing right? I guess I gotta, let's see. I may not do them with them up, but anyway, it got them hooked right there in your handle to get them out of the way for some storage, and then when you let them down, it's got a little leg that kicks up right here and goes in here and you hook it and all that, but end up with a third row. And I raised a little panel up under here a while ago. I think that seat would come out pretty easy, and I don't need 3 rows of seats, I don't think. But the only little scratch I've seen, it's got a little ding here and there, but the worst one's right here, and y'all know that's coming off. So I've been Googling and looking and watching. Little storage basket right there for whatever might go there. I don't know, turkey decoy or something. I don't know, just another project. I'm gonna take my time on this thing. Not gonna go crazy with it, but I mean, this thing's just tight. A little chrome on it, you know. I'm gonna take my time, and the main thing y'all know is you know, a little lift, bumpers, tires, winch, a few things like that. But I don't think I'm gonna do, I've seen a lot of them on 35s. I don't think I'm gonna do that, because I want to keep it where I can run down the highway like I want to run. I think we ended up with like a 285 maybe on the FJ, which is about a 33. I'm just kind of steadily YouTubing and Googling and trying to figure out what I want. I like the white or pearl or whatever that color's called. This could be a pretty decent little ride. Headlights are kind of fogged. We're going to do something about that. I hadn't drove it at night to see how bright they are. I got to have some good headlights. They got a lot of replacement stuff out there for that. So it I don't know, I may run it around a little while like that. I need to get me some insurance on it today and get me a tag. But I was just surprised. It's big, but it ain't. And that's what I like about it. And I think I like driving it better than the FJ. The FJ's a super little ride. It's just different. It's got such a huge dash and all. I mean, it was fun to drive, but I may fix this one up just a little bit. And me and Cody may roll in the ball tournaments or something in this thing. But we can't go too much like this. We got to get it more looking like us than the soccer mom look. We got to fix that. But I'm telling you, as far as I can tell, I need to change the oil in it, and I think it's time and all that stuff, and kind of look it over. I do like running them a little while just like they are, a little bit, just to kind of make sure everything's mechanically right before we get to doing crazy on the customizing. But I am going to start checking on some of that, and I'm gonna, a lot of people doing these things out there, and these people you call that sell this stuff, you four-wheel drive people or whatever, they're usually pretty easy to talk to and pretty helpful. So I think this thing could be right now. It's gonna be when we get done. I like it. But anyway, new 2005 GX470 Lexus. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I probably did. I don't know if I mentioned, oh yeah, I crawled up under it a while ago. A lot of these things, I think I talked a little bit about it. The airbag system, I don't have to do that. I ain't got to, most people's deleting that. I don't have to on this one. So anyway, little showing of the new toy, and as we go, like always, we'll show y'all what we're doing and what we're changing. I may do some of it myself, depending on time and all. With this rain and all, if I had some of the parts, I could be doing that right now, but I don't have any of the parts yet. But anyway, that's her. All right, y'all, I'm finna call it a day on this. If it's any of y'all out there that's got one of these, y'all comment below and kind of let me know maybe a few of the do's and don'ts on this thing, because I'll tell you right now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but looks like everything else, we're gonna have to learn something about them. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.